Growing up in Superior, Wisconsin, a city of 35,000, did not provide much understanding of the issues facing people of color, as there was only one Black family, no Latinos, and possibly one Indigenous family. I never thought about race. As time went on, I did become slightly more exposed to people of color. In the early 70s, when my then husband and I were looking for a house, several people suggested that we leave Minneapolis and move to a suburb, as the schools were better, they said, the property taxes were lower, and people were more like us. We disagreed, and after much house hunting, we chose to remain in Minneapolis. We believed that integrated schools would help our children learn more about what the world was really like, and that they would become friends with children of color. How naive we were. Yes, the schools were integrated, but the only exposure to children of color took place during school hours. Once the school day ended, there was little connection. I was naive in thinking that integrated schools would impact how we believed the color of one's skin could impact how white people felt about people of color. On a cold winter day, my then 7-year-old daughter came home from school without her new down jacket. When I asked where it was, she said, "It was stolen. That's what the Black kids do." She happened to be in a classroom with 2 Black children from 2 very prominent Black families. When I asked her if she thought those girls would steal her jacket, she said, "Oh no, they would never do that." A long conversation followed about the fact that maybe the child who stole the jacket was from a family that didn't have money to buy a nice jacket, and it really didn't have anything to do with the color of her skin. Obviously, we had not done a good job dealing with the issues of racism. In my professional life in the 80s and 90s, I was privileged to work in a small department, 10 to 12 staff, in a large corporation. During the almost 25 years in that department, I worked with 6 different well-educated people of color, 5 Black and 1 Hispanic. They became friends, and I thought little about the color of skin. As time went on, the stories about race-related incidents they had experienced, but that I had never even thought about, were shocking. The stories about being stopped while driving, especially in the suburbs, for no other reason than the skin color, and the difficulties experiencing trying to vote. The stories about being followed while in stores to make sure they did not steal anything, and whites failing to get on an elevator if a door opened and a Black man was already there. The difficulties with voting were very upsetting to me. When I heard about the voting issue, I was stunned and commented to the voter, who was my boss and Black. "That was racist," I said. "Experiences like that happen every day," he said. My intention was to write a letter to the editor, but of course, I never did. I am a racist. This I believe, but I will continue to try to change by thinking, reading, discussing, and studying the issues of racism.